Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Bright Star stating, and to my returning subscribers, you're highly welcome to today's reaction video. I'm back again with a reaction video of why do Muslims women don't marry non-Muslim. She will answer that question, yeah, because she's a Muslim girl and all her doings is Muslim. She talked to Muslim people, so I guess this particular video is meant for her, and she will be the one to say something about this video, guys. Yeah, why do Muslim women don't marry non-Muslims? Yeah, it's actually a nice question, and we are going to check out the perfect answer to this question. So guys, without further ado, let's go straight into the video. So please watch to the end.
You are gentlemen, as I see. Everybody here that I look at is a male so far. Now, suppose you went home tonight, every one of these distinguished gentlemen.
Yes.
And all of your daughters chose this day to tell you that they had decided to marry the Jewish boy down the street,
Right.
or the Christian boy that was walking around. Young people, often they start all these things. And then how do you speak to them when you say, look, the Jew is my brother, the Christian is my brother, but we don't get married. And then you come back to white doesn't want to marry black, and then everybody passes laws. So intermarriage, or what they decided. What if your son came home and said, I have been a good Muslim for 30 years, but suddenly I have decided to become a Christian? I mean, so what do you say?
Yes.
Okay.
Your second question about marriage. Islam tells us, see, in detail now, whom we can and whom we can't. We follow this biblical injection to the letter, where the Bible says that an idolater or an idolatress thou shalt not marry. Now we uphold that. An idolater and an idolatress thou shalt not marry. So my son falls in love with a Hindu girl. My religion says, no, you can't marry her. No man, how beautiful she is. No man, how much she allures. What? Is that you can't marry. Now, racially, with the Hindus, most of the Hindus, we are one language group. We have the same racial stock. We carry the same surnames. We enjoy the same dishes. But because of our religious concept, idea of God, my religion says, no, you can't marry an idolater or an idolatress. I can, my religion allows me to marry a Christian woman or a Jewess.
It does allow you to marry?
It does allow, yes. It does allow.
Didn't know that.
The reason. There's a reasoning behind it. Is, look, we are so close. If I marry a Christian, a Jewess, for example, I would be the last man to say anything abusive about any of the Jewish heroes. Moses, David, Solomon, Jesus. We have the highest respect for them. So this wife of mine is Jewess. She will be still at home with me. In other words, I respect Moses, I respect David, Solomon, all the prophets. What I'm going to tell with her and reason with her is, so come dear, now come a step forward. You have been at a certain level of religious education. Come 2 steps forward. One is to accept Jesus and then accept Muhammad as well. So I'm asking her to come to a higher level of understanding religion. To the Christian woman, in this country, when I said that at first, that look, we are allowed to marry Christian women. So the white men in the audiences, when I delivered talks, they were thinking, say, yeah, I know why. So I said, why? He said, just because we are whites. You think now marrying a white woman is a superior thing to do? I said, no. Even if the Christian woman is an African woman, she is a Hottentot, she is a Bushman, she is Christian, I can marry her. Because again, we are so close. We accept Jesus as one of the mightiest messengers of God. We accept him as the Messiah. We accept his miraculous birth. We accept his many miracles. The only point of real difference between me and my spouse, that Christian lady, would be that I would say, look, he is not God. He is not the begotten Son of God. But everything else, we have a common denominator. We have one with the Jew. We have a common denominator with the Christian. So we said, we can get them, and more easily they can be absorbed in the house of Islam. Because whatever you believe, we believe, plus a step further. But now my daughter can't marry a Hindu man, nor can she marry a Jew, nor can she marry a Christian. Now the Hindu is understood being an idol worshipper. But now you say, what about the Jew and the Christian? I can marry a Jewess and I can marry a Christian woman. Why can't my daughter marry a Jew or a Christian?
Yeah.
Now the reason is that you see the Christian husband of my daughter, he's got no respect for Muhammad. He's going to use an offensive language. He's going to say Muhammad is an imposter.
Why?
Because that's
Not
his training.
necessarily.
No, that's his training. Because as soon as you say that you accept Muhammad as a prophet, you are a Muslim. You see, when you say, I say, look, Muhammad, you will say, look, Muhammad was a great man. Everybody says so. He was a mighty man. You know, he created a nation and an empire and a religion. He is supposed to have left behind a book, like the Quran. So he said, look, I take off my hat to the man. He's the great. And so many people say he was one of the greatest men that ever lived. Michael H. Hart, in his top 100, he puts Muhammad number 1.
Yes.
Jules Masserman, you know, in his book on the Turks, history of
Top
the Turks.
100 men.
Right, in the top 100. Then Jules Masserman, in the history, who are history's great leaders. And Lamartine, in his history of the Turks. He says if greatness of purpose, smallness of means, and outstanding results are the 3 criteria of human greatness, who could dare to compare any great man in modern history with Muhammad? He's daring people, bring your candidates. So in other words now, from that point of view, the Christian, the Westerner, will be prepared to concede that Muhammad was a great man. But he was an imposter. In other words, he was a false prophet. So that's the biggest barrier now. Because if you accept that he was also a prophet means that God chose him. If God chose Muhammad, now Muhammad tells you that the flesh of the swine thou shalt not eat. Now you can say, look, I like pork chops. You know, all my life I've been enjoying it. He said, look, this man is a prophet of God and is authorized by God to tell you now, don't eat the pig. Don't drink alcohol. No promiscuousness. Don't dance or court or date women. So at every step now, if you believe in this man, that he is a prophet of God, you have to listen to him. It's not just a word saying, I believe he's a prophet. It means nothing. When you say he is a prophet of God, what does it imply? It means that he is chosen by God. Now, if he's chosen by God to guide you, to tell you now, according to your capacity now, that you are not to touch alcohol, you are not to take interest, you're not, whatever he tells you, it becomes binding on you, which you are not prepared to accept. Who? The Jew or the Christian.
Mr. Deedat, last time I was...
Wow, guys, like Ahmed Deedat. I don't know what to say about that man. Yeah, he stated the answers like so clear and direct that his daughter cannot marry a non-Muslim, because the man will be saying that Prophet Muhammad is just an Hebrew man, that is not a true prophet of God. Like, he will be like disrespecting what the Muslims are believing, that he will not like put his daughter through the religious aspects that she has been through, that there will be problem here and there, that his daughter cannot marry a non-Muslim. And I want to ask my Muslim friend, is it true?
Actually, yes, that's the truth.
Who? This is hilarious.
For a Muslim man, you are allowed to marry a Christian. It is allowed because as a Muslim man, you believe Jesus is your prophet too. But the difference there is that Jesus is our prophet, but Muhammad is our prophet too. And Muhammad is above all of the prophets. That's what we believe in. You can never see a Muslim disrespecting Jesus or any prophet, especially Muhammad. You can never see a Muslim, because we believe Jesus is also our prophet. That's the main reason why a Muslim man can marry a Christian. But for a Muslim daughter or Muslim woman, you can't marry a Christian or Hindu, because firstly, like this man said, you won't have respect for Prophet Muhammad, because you don't believe in him. I think you believe in the Prophet, you won't talk or say anything bad about him. But as far as you don't have belief or trust in him or something, you will not have respect for him, and you might mislead the daughter to do something a parent doesn't treat her to do. So for that, they won't allow that, and it is not allowed Islamically. And even with this, our community now, surroundings, if you find like in some houses, when a man is a Muslim and a woman is the Christian, they will try, like, the children will be confused. They won't know the religion to take part in, maybe their father or their mother.
Exactly.
So we just have to believe in ourselves. Me as a Muslim girl, I believe in Jesus because he's also my prophet. But the thing is, I still believe that Muhammad is above everybody. That's it.
How true is that?
Yes.
Good.
Because Muhammad is the last prophet to come.
Okay.
And Jesus, even Jesus said this before he died, that somebody is still coming after me. That's the person that is above every one of us that we have been coming. You know, Jesus is not the only prophet that came before. We have many. So even him, he said that. And before he died, the reason why Jesus is still coming back alive is because he did not spend his normal time that God has written for him. You know, according to what we had that a friend betrayed Jesus.
Yeah.
And that friend, actually, according to Quran, because everything is inside Quran, everything, because he's also our prophet. So everything. If I start talking this from now, I can't finish till tomorrow.
Guys, what do you have to say about this video? It's actually nice, bro. And what she's trying to say is correct. Yeah, I'm not doubting her. I'm not saying what she's saying is not correct, because here I've been seeing so many. I've never seen a Muslim girl mingling with a non-Muslim boys. I've not. To be sincere, their business is Muslim to Muslim, Muslim to Muslim. Very rare before you see them mingling with another religion. Guys, it's nice. But what do you have to say about this video? Please leave it in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying behind. Thank you for always coming back to my channel, share what I have for you. You're watching me now, you are the best. And please, if you haven't subscribed, love you to hit on the subscribe button, and also turn on your post notification bell so always be the first to be notified whenever I post a new video. Remember, I publish new videos every week, so stay tuned and don't miss out. Don't forget to give my video a thumbs up, leave a comment for me in the comment section, and I will attend to you one after another. Stay tuned and stay blessed. Please remember to click on that super thanks in order to support my channel, and also join my channel membership page and do what again? Buy me a coffee. Yeah, thank you for doing all of those things. See you in my next video. We love you. Bye.